Now, we are talking about one of Tyler's sister cities, Jelenia Góra, which is in Poland, all right? It's Central Europe area, and it is one of the cities that has been heavily affected by record-breaking rainfall, which has caused severe flooding, severe damage, thousands of evacuations, and even some deaths, not in this city, but across Central Europe. So Jelenia Góra has been a sister city with Tyler for over 30 years, and that just means that when one city is in need of help, the other one is willing to offer a helping hand, gather donations. They also do exchange trips, so people from Tyler will go over and get tours and all this neat stuff.
Our own Lane Lucky has been over and actually did hits daily with East Texas now. That's right. Giving us tours.
That's right. And that was back in 2022, right?
I believe.
Yeah.
I believe so, yeah.
I have some pictures from that trip, too, which, you'll get to see later in the full story. But anyways, the point of this story right now is that Tyler Sister Cities, it's its own nonprofit organization, is fundraising and asking for donations to go towards flood relief efforts in this city of Jelenia Góra. So as you can see, if you just go to tylersistercities.org, click on that donate tab, scroll down just a little bit, you'll find that Jelenia Góra flood relief tab, and you can just go ahead and click donate, and then however much you want to give. And all of that money will go directly to the city to be used for flood relief efforts. Now, earlier today, I spoke with the organization's president, Michael Howell, and here's what he had to say kind of about why the relationship between Tyler and Jelenia Góra makes sense.
No wonder why that Tyler and Jelenia Góra have that sister cities relationship, because you see that same caring from our community, and you see it over there too, and I think that's one of the reasons why we are so close. Goal that I have, so hopefully,
Okay, so that was a quick little tidbit there from Michael, but obviously you can see here in Tyler we have some signs put up. This is a region of Poland that also experienced flooding. I am not even going to try to pronounce that region, but these flood relief efforts did happen pretty much all throughout the country and also in Jelenia Góra. And I will have hopefully some footage of the specific city for the story later, but this is just some visuals of some of the efforts putting up those sandbags, preparing for the flooding, preparing for that rainfall, because it was pretty severe. I know in Jelenia Góra they evacuated 500 people from their homes that were in flood areas, and I've seen footage, and it's just, I mean, you can only see the tops of cars. And of course that was within past days, and my understanding is now that water is receding, and so they're starting to be able to actually assess the damage now that water is going away. But
really recognize what needs they have and being able to reach out to us for specific needs. It looks like it's going to cost around this much to get us back on our feet.
Who knows? I mean, but it is pretty extensive, and really they just want to be taking care of their people. So obviously there's going to be damage to buildings, damage to businesses, but I think first and foremost they want to make sure that all of the residents of the city, including the refugees that they have taken in from Ukraine, have a safe space to live. That's going to be like the basic needs. Toiletries, places to shower, food, shelter, all of that. But yeah, it's an ongoing fundraising effort. There isn't really a timeline. Of course, there is some urgency. They do need help, obviously. And while they're not a third world country, any little bit helps for these people who have, according to Michael, always had such a beautiful relationship with Tyler. And he said that it's just a beautiful city with very kind people.
That's what sister cities are for.
That's what it's all about, right?
It's about, hey, okay, you need something. It's a simpatico relationship of like, hey, absolutely, because at some other time, if we're in need and you guys have something that we could also benefit from, it goes two ways.
Absolutely.
And so it's just our time. It's our time to help them out.
It's all in good faith, if you will.
Absolutely. Well, Lauren, thanks for coming and previewing this story. Of course, we will have more the 6 p.m. newscast.
I believe it is the 6 p.m. newscast, and like I said, hopefully I'll be able to show some footage of what that city looked like at the height of the flooding.
Okay.
We're just waiting on some clearances.
That makes sense.
Some legal clearances, if you will, but I also have a statement from the city, from their spokesperson, and it'll give a little bit more details about some of the effects and what they're looking at in terms of the scope of this situation. So.
Yeah. Makes total sense. All right, Lauren. Well, we will continue to keep an eye out for that in our 6 p.m. newscast. In the meantime, we are going to go ahead and take a short break, but we'll get back to some national news coverage when we return. You're watching. You want to say it?
East Texas Now.
There you go.